He is risen. He is risen.
Hello my besties, how are you? Welcome to my DIY channel. I am so happy you are here. In today's video, I'm bringing a beautiful wreath to you. I found the cross form at a Dollar Tree. And before we proceed, could you please consider subscribing? I bring a lot of budget-friendly projects to you. So if you like to craft and save a lot of money, this is a channel for you. So let's get started. I thought it was so cute that my daughter was singing in the background as I was showing you the cross, so I didn't delete that part.
He is risen. He is risen.
I hope you can find this form at your local Dollar Tree. If not, here's the code if you like to order online. In addition, you are going to need 4 nautical ropes, your favorite ribbons, greenery. These palm leaves come from Walmart for $2. Dollar Tree also has a lot of beautiful greenery like this spider plant. And flowers. If you like to decorate your cross for Easter, the lilies are most appropriate. Also any purple flowers like this beautiful wisteria. Cannot believe I found these for $1 each. Or hydrangea, also very nice. Another great addition are these metal boards. I am so happy to see them for Easter. You might also want to cover up your face when you're working with the rope. There will be a lot of fibers flying around as you're going to be weaving your cross. So we start off with one end. We put it under the first rail, over the second, under third, and over fourth. I'm going to glue that end later. And I started with the second end. Again, I go over, under, under. And of course, you have to pull through the whole rope. It takes a while in the beginning when the rope is long. Keep pushing everything to the side so it's tight all together. And you just continue weaving. Over, under, over, and under. And pull that rope through. And tighten everything on the side. Push it all the way down. Continue doing exact same thing back and forth. Let me show you now from another angle. What do you think? Easy enough? Believe me, this looks much more complicated than it really is. You have to try it. As you can see, I am reaching the end of the first section, but I just want to make sure that everything's nice and tight. So I'm going to push my rope down and squeeze in one more row. I push the rope down, grab the end, and jump that sidebar and continue weaving the same exact way all over again. And here I want to show you, because I'm reaching the end of my first rope, and it works out very well because it's also end of the second section. So it's just enough to cover 2 sections with 1 rope. Just pushing that rope down to squeeze in 1 more row. And it looks like I can squeeze 1 more, just enough. Perfect. This is so satisfying, guys. Doesn't it look beautiful? Oh my gosh, I feel so accomplished. So I'm gonna glue that end under later on. And for now, I'm gonna start with the second rope. And just how we did in the beginning, under the first rail, over the second, under the third, and over the fourth. And I'm gonna leave that end over there in the corner. I'm gonna glue it later on. I'm gonna hold that rope for a second with my finger and grab the other end of the rope and start weaving. So I grab the end of the rope and I go over, under, and just pull it through on the other side. Tighten it up, hold everything together, and go back. Over, under, and pull it through. Again, this is a little bit more effort in the beginning when the rope is long, but it's exact same simple steps. It's not hard at all. As you reach the end of the third section, you're going to have to cut off the rope and add a drop of hot glue in the corner for the end to stay there. And now we're going to start a new section on the side. So we start the exact same way, under, and over to cover that piece right there. Then we grab the other end of the rope and we start weaving as usual, under, over, and under. And we pull it through on the other side. And so you're going to notice that my rope twists a little bit. That's because when you work with it for a while, it starts doing that. This is leftover from the previous section that we just cut off. So when this happens to you, this is what you do. Just twist it the other way and unravel a little bit. Another trick to avoid so much twisting is pulling your rope through after every single rail, as I'm doing right here. You see, one at a time. Not like I did before where I put it over, under, and one big pull. I keep pulling after every single one. You will know what I mean when you start working on it. I'm sure you will figure out your own tricks. And here I am reaching the end of the side section. So I want to show you exactly how we're going to end this. Actually, they all end the same exact way. You keep pushing all the way down and the rope is just going to end on the side. We're going to leave it there, glue at the end. But I just want to show you, just there's no surprises. This is all exact same thing all around, really. Barely, but I can squeeze in that one more. Perfect. And this is how it looks in the back. So pretty. We start the next section exact same way and continue towards the center. As we finish this section, we squeeze in one last row, cut off the rope, and seal it with a drop of glue. One tip, when you cut off your rope, it starts to unravel, so make sure you add a drop of hot glue and squeeze it. That will keep it all together and make it easy to weave. Last and final section, yay! If you're gonna be using leftover ribbon, you might run out. So I recommending actually starting with a fresh rope. But if that happens to you, you're gonna have to start with the fourth one. And just like you would start at the beginning, you do exact same thing. I'm holding those ends with my finger. It doesn't bother me, but if you like, you can glue them down and just continue weaving all the way to the end of the section. So I reached the end of the section here, and I have extra rope. I decide just to go for it all the way. I continue weaving all across. And you're gonna figure it out. You weave your rope over and under, it fills in, then you fill it in on the next side and just go around. I don't think you can go wrong there. Wherever your rope allows you, just go ahead and just weave through it. Nice, huh? And I'm gonna cut it off right there. Now it's time to cut off the excess ends and glue them down. Since here I can see a wire in the center, I'm using a longer piece to cover it up. Here I can see the wire in the corner, so I want to make sure I cover that up with the rope and glue it down on the other side. Remove the excess. Here the wire on the side is still showing a little bit when you look from the side, so I'm going to use that excess rope to cover it up. Just add some extra glue there. Very nice. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. All the sides are finished very nicely, except one. Actually, you can barely see when it's lying on the side, but I know it is. So what I do here is cut off a small piece of rope and cover it up, and you won't be even able to tell that it was fixed. Just take a look at it. Look how beautiful. And here's the look at the finished cross. Isn't that gorgeous? This hole bothers me a little bit. I guess I could have squeezed in one more row there. And let me show you, I have a quick fix for that. I cut off a small piece of rope. I insert it in the hole and then loop it over there in the corner and glue it in the back. You're gonna see exactly what I mean right here. Much better. And here's the look at the finished cross. Here you can see that it looks beautiful from every angle and you cannot see any wires. The cross is beautiful the way it is, but if you like to decorate it, here's a few ideas for you. I use a floral wire to attach anything to it. That way I can easily change it and not damage the beautiful weave work. I love the simplicity of it. Look at this sneaky little dog. I left my chruściki out on the table, forgot to cover, and she noticed. Now I'm going to show you how easy you can make a crown of thorns and decorate your cross for Lent. I cut off some vines in my backyard, and I used this bowl to help me make a round shape. By the way, I got this bowl at Walmart for less than 50 cents. Once I had a nice round shape, I used floral wire to tie it together in a few places. Wherever white was showing, I touched it up with some brown paint. And then I added a couple red blood drops here and there. I actually got this idea from one of my besties. When she saw my Easter wreath, which was a crown of thorns, she suggested to add some red over there. And here's my chance to do that. So as you can see, this came out very pretty. It is a serious wreath, but it reminds you also of the sacrifice, right? And I think it's perfect for the time of Lent. So again, I'm just using a little bit of floral wire to attach everything. I'm adding some purple for the symbolism, and we are done. So what do you think? Next, I'm gonna quickly change my cross for the Palm Sunday. I'll be adding those 2 palm leaves from Walmart, tied together with a floral wire. And this time I'm gonna replace the purple drape with red. Red symbolizes Christ's blood. This is a very simple bow. You had seen me make it before. I measure about 8-inch tail, pinch it, and then I measure about 10 inches and fold the loop. And I do 1 loop on each side, and then again 10 inches, fold in half, another loop on the other side, and 1 more loop on the other side, and then cut a tail about 8 inches. Tie it together with a floral wire in the middle. Very simple bow. And there you go. Look how simple yet beautiful that is, right? You look at it and you know it is Palm Sunday. Don't you love how versatile this cross is? I'm gonna show you now how I change it up for Easter. We put the white drape on the cross for Easter Sunday to remind everyone that Jesus did not remain dead. He rose again, and all that was left in the tomb was the burial cloth that he had wrapped around him. And here's my finished design for the Easter cross. Hallelujah! How about a little cherry on the top? If you are looking for a simple option to decorate your cross for the rest of the year, you might want to attach a bow in the middle. This is a beautiful burlap and lace ribbon from Dollar Tree. It's actually one of my favorite, and I think it looks beautiful with this nautical rope cross. Take a look. If you like to add some color, you just insert a few flowers. These are Dollar Tree hydrangeas, for example. Here's the beautiful Dollar Tree wisteria that you can use to decorate your cross for the spring and summer. Alright, my besties, so this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had enjoyed this video and you hit like, and also please consider subscribing. I'm bringing many more fun projects for you. Take care guys, see you next time. Bye bye.